ever feel like, Walmart's trying to read your mind with those recommendations? Like, how did they know I needed that?
Right.
Well, get this. They're aiming to take personalization to like a whole other level with AI.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They're calling it adaptive retail. Basically, it's about using all this tech to make your shopping experience, so smooth that you barely have to think about it.
Okay, that's intriguing. So are we talking about more than just suggesting products I might like?
The
Are they actually trying to anticipate my needs?
Exactly. Imagine you're walking into Walmart, right? Maybe you need some stuff for a last-minute barbecue.
Okay.
So picture this, digital displays, like right there greeting you with recommendations. They might suggest charcoal, grilling tools, even recipes based on what you bought at Walmart before. They might even factor in, like, the weather forecast.
Wow. Now that's conjugate, but how do they even begin to personalize things on that scale?
Data, that's the key. Yeah, we're talking decades worth of purchase history, right? But it's more than that. Customer behavior, insights from their physical stores, all of that feeds into these really powerful AI algorithms.
So they're building a crystal ball, but it's digital to like predict our shopping habits.
You could say that. The real magic, though, comes from this suite of AI models they've developed called Wallaby.
Wallaby. Okay,
Yeah.
It sounds kind of friendly for something so powerful. What makes it stand out from all the other AI out there?
It's all about the training, really. You see, unlike your typical AI model, Wallaby is laser-focused on retail. And get this, it's trained on a massive amount of Walmart-specific data.
So like what kind of data are we talking about?
Think about it. Customer interactions on their website, the language people use in reviews, even the company's core values. Wallaby absorbs it all.
So it's not just saying, hey, this is a popular product, but it's understanding how people actually shop at Walmart.
Exactly. Wallaby can pick up on things like customers who buy this brand of coffee often buy this type of creamer a week later. But it gets even deeper. It's also about understanding your intent. Like, say you're looking for a patio set. Wallaby can look at your past purchases, what time of year is it, even local weather patterns to show you the most relevant options.
Okay, now this is getting really interesting. What does this actually look like in practice? I mean, am I going to log on to Walmart.com and see a totally different website than everyone else?
That's the idea. They have this thing called the Content Decision Platform. So it takes all the data that Wallaby is processing and uses it to create this totally personalized online shopping journey just for you.
Well, so it's like my own personal shopper, but, digital. And they've organized the entire Walmart website just for me.
You got it. It's next level personalization. And it doesn't stop at product recommendations. Need to talk to customer service. Well, they've developed an AI-powered customer support assistant. And let me tell you, it's way more advanced than your typical chatbot.
Oh, I've had my fair share of frustrating chatbot experiences. What makes this one different?
Well, this isn't just about spitting out like pre-programmed responses. This AI assistant is designed to understand what you want and then actually take action.
Okay.
So need to cancel an order? Just ask. Want to initiate a return? No problem.
So it's like having like a 247 customer service agent at my beck and call, but it's AI. That's really convenient.
Exactly. It's all about making the entire shopping experience, as easy as possible. But here's the really interesting part. They're training this AI to align with Walmart's core values.
Okay, that's not something I would have expected. What do you mean by that?
Think about it. It's about how this AI assistant interacts with customers. It's not just about data. It's being trained to reflect Walmart's, commitment to customer service.
So it's not just about getting the task done. It's about doing it in a way that feels, well, I guess, human, which is impressive for an AI.
Yeah, for sure. They're not trying to replace human customer service. They're enhancing it. They're making it more efficient, more personalized, and more aligned with their values as a company.
It really makes you think about how retail is changing. I mean, it's one thing to hear about AI in general, but to see how Walmart is putting it into practice, to improve the customer experience, is pretty eye-opening. But what about taking that experience beyond just a website or a store? I mean, I understand Walmart is trying some really interesting things with these immersive shopping experiences.
Oh, absolutely. Walmart is not content with just being a traditional retailer. They want to meet their customers where they are. And these days, especially for younger generations, that means, entering the virtual world.
So that's where these platforms like Roblox and Zepeto come in, right?
Yes, exactly. It's all about blending retail and entertainment in a way that feels, natural and engaging. I mean, think about how much time people spend gaming now.
Oh, yeah.
Walmart is tapping into that by creating interactive shopping experiences inside these virtual worlds.
So instead of just seeing an ad while I'm playing a game, now I can browse products and buy things, all within the game. What does that even look like?
Yeah, that's the idea. Take their experience on Roblox, for example. They built this virtual world called Walmart Land, where you can play games, hang out with other users, and even buy virtual merchandise for your avatar.
So it's like they're creating a Walmart experience, but in these digital spaces.
Exactly. But it goes even further. They also launched Walmart Realm on Roblox, and that's more of an immersive commerce destination, but it's inspired by, social media trends.
This seems like a game changer, honestly, especially for reaching younger audiences. I mean, it's a way to introduce them to Walmart, but in a place where they're already spending a ton of time.
Absolutely. And they're not stopping at gaming. They're exploring augmented reality, too, to bring the store, right to you. Have you ever used those apps where you can see how furniture would look in your own living room?
Oh, yeah, I've played around with those.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see how something would fit without actually having to move it in.
Exactly. Well, Walmart's AR platform called Retina is what powers their view in your home technology, which is basically the same idea. And get this, they've seen a tenfold increase in people using this tech.
Tenfold? Wow, that's a huge jump. That says a lot about how much people want this.
It really does, and they're not slowing down. They want to expand view in your home to other countries, and they're even working on experiences where you use a headset to make it even more immersive.
Wow, so they're covering all their bases, AI in stores, online, and now in the virtual world.
That's what I love about what they're doing. It's not just dabbling. They're going all in on AI and immersive technologies to create this really adaptive retail experience.
It's incredible to see how technology is blurring the lines between shopping in the real world and online. We can try on clothes virtually, shop in a game, and even have a digital personal shopper. It's wild.
And that's exactly what Walmart is going for with their adaptive retail strategy, right? It's about breaking down those traditional barriers and creating a seamless experience.
Yeah, it's like they're building this whole retail world where it doesn't matter if you're online, in a store, or even in a virtual world. It's all connected, and technology just adapts to you wherever you are.
Exactly. Whether you're browsing on your phone, walking through a Walmart store, or even hanging out in some virtual world, they want to be there with a personalized experience just for you. It's pretty impressive when you think about it.
It really is a bold vision. But, let's zoom out for a second, talk about the bigger picture for a minute.
Sure, let's connect this back to the trends that are shaping the retail world right now.
We're living in a time where technology is changing everything so fast, and the retail industry is right there at the forefront. What are some of the biggest forces driving this shift towards this AI-powered future we keep hearing about?
Well, one major factor is this massive amount of data that we have now. I mean, think about it. Every click you make, everything you buy, every interaction you have online creates valuable insights into how people shop. And AI needs data to work, and the retail industry is sitting on a gold mine.
So basically, the more data retailers collect, the smarter their AI gets, and the more they can tailor those shopping experiences.
Exactly. But it's more than just collecting data. It's about making sense of it all. That's where AI algorithms come in, right? They analyze these giant mountains of data to find those hidden patterns and trends that humans would probably miss.
So it's this combination of data and AI that's really revolutionizing the retail industry as we know it.
Absolutely. But we got to remember that technology is a tool at the end of the day. It's all about improving the experience for the shopper.
And that's what I find so interesting about what Walmart's doing. They're not just using technology for the sake of it. They're using AI strategically to solve real problems that shoppers face every day.
Exactly. Take personalization, for example. It's not just about showing you products you might like, right? It's about anticipating your needs and making the entire shopping experience as smooth and painless as possible. It's about saving you time and hassle so you can focus on the things that really matter.
So it goes beyond just convenience, right? It's about making shopping more enjoyable and rewarding overall.
Exactly. I think that's the real potential of AI in the retail space. It's about building stronger connections between retailers and shoppers, not just automating tasks or making things more efficient.
It's like taking the human element of shopping and enhancing it with technology. But with all this talk about algorithms and data, I can't help but wonder about the potential downsides.
That's a valid concern. Anytime we're talking about AI, we have to think about the potential downsides. I mean, privacy is a big one, right? Retailers are gathering more and more data about our shopping habits, and that can be a little unnerving for some people.
Yeah, it's tricky. We want a personalized experience, but we also don't want to feel like Big Brother is watching our every move. How do we find that middle ground?
That's where transparency from retailers is crucial. They need to be upfront with their customers about what data they're collecting, how they're using it, and what steps they're taking to protect your privacy. Trust is paramount in this new era of data-driven retail.
So it's all about striking that balance between personalization and privacy, using data to improve the experience without being intrusive.
Exactly. And it's not just about protecting data, it's also about making sure those AI algorithms are fair. They shouldn't create disadvantages for certain groups of people, right?
That's a really important point. AI is created by humans, and we know humans aren't perfect. So how can retailers be sure that their AI is treating all shoppers fairly?
That's the million-dollar question. It starts with being aware of potential biases when they're collecting data and building those algorithms. They need to ensure that their data sets are diverse and representative of all their customers. And they need to make sure those algorithms are designed to treat everyone fairly, no matter who they are.
Sounds pretty complex, but if we want AI to benefit everyone, it's essential to get it right.
Absolutely. It's about ensuring that this technology is used for good, to create a more equitable and accessible shopping experience for all.
It's bigger than just technology. It's about using it to create a better future for everyone.
Exactly. The most successful retailers in this new world won't just be the ones with the most advanced AI. They'll be the ones who build trust with their customers by using AI responsibly and ethically. It's about more than just selling products. It's about creating a better future.
You know, it's amazing to think about how much ground we've covered, like from AI helping us with grocery lists to, shopping in these virtual Walmarts. It really feels like they're pushing the boundaries of what retail can be.
Yeah, they're not just keeping up, they're out there leading the way. And what I find really interesting is how much they're emphasizing the human side of things. It's not just about the tech, right? It's about using it to empower both the customer and the company.
Yeah, it's about making sure that technology helps us, not the other way around.
Exactly. And that's what's so exciting about this whole thing. We're seeing this huge shift in how we shop, and Walmart is right there in the middle of it, shaping the future.
It's a future where, going to the store and shopping online, it's all blending together. It's becoming more personalized, easier to use, and hopefully, more fair and accessible for everyone.
Exactly. It's about retailers really understanding their customers, not just trying to sell them stuff, but creating experiences that are meaningful and engaging.
It's like the difference between like a billboard and a real conversation.
Right. And what I think is so cool is that the technology, it's always getting smarter. Those AI algorithms, they're learning more about how we shop all the time.
That's pretty amazing. But I guess it makes you wonder, where does it all go from here? Yeah. I mean, we've talked about all these possibilities, but there are always, challenges that come with new technology.
Oh, for sure. And it's important to be aware of them. As we move into this world of AI-driven everything, we have to have these conversations about ethics.
Yeah.
How do we make sure these technologies are being used responsibly? How do we make sure everybody benefits?
Exactly. And how do we balance all this personalization with our own privacy? These are things we need to be thinking about right now.
It's a conversation that involves everybody, the people who make the technology, the companies that use it, and of course the shoppers like us.
Well said. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Walmart and where retail is headed, it's clear that this is just the beginning, right? We've seen all these amazing possibilities, but now it's up to all of us to figure out what we want the future of shopping to look like.
It's an exciting time, and I'm really optimistic about what's to come.
Me too. It's been great exploring all of this with you. Thanks for taking the time.
Anytime, it's been a pleasure.
And to all of you listening, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.